Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Century Countess. This is Reaper here. In today's video, we're going to do just a quick life update and some makeup. I'm getting ready to go to my second round with my clinician. This is the second time I'm meeting the new clinician. I met them last week. Told them the situation, hey, this is what I want to work on. This is what I need, and as you guys know, I'm dealing with, I don't know how to refer to them as a stalker or an ex-friend that went a little overboard with their overprotectiveness and their I can't even describe what they thought they were, but it's just when you tell somebody you don't want to hang out with them anymore because they don't know how to keep a secret, they don't know how to stay quiet about things when you've told them, it was like, it's a twisted situation. Basically, long story short, before we go into the makeup, I had a friend. I met them through a mutual friend. I thought they were cool, but then something happened and they just, they went unhinged. And they hadn't got over that issue. They've said they've gotten over that issue, but their way of getting over that issue is becoming that person's protector, and it got to the point where police were called on that person, and they were told if they did not leave the property, they could be charged for harassment, and the person in question did consider a restraining order, so they backed off. But they found loopholes to deal with that person. Long story short, now they're doing it to me. Well, they've been doing it to me, I should say. I did my first, what is it called? Vulnerable adult something. I got a protection order for 6 years. This is back in 2018, right before COVID hit. Or right before the quarantine, before the quarantine happened. It was sometime before the quarantine, and it was approved. They were ordered to leave me alone. Sometime in 2020, they started their bullshit. Found loopholes in the court system, and laughed out of court every time, but they still came up with their stuff that I wasn't even involved in, mainly about my advocate at the time. And finally, last year, they exhausted all their appeals. The court got tired of their BS and said, you can't do it anymore. There's been radio silence, but normally silence is like the eye of the storm. This year, I have to get the order renewed, and I'm nervous because I don't have an advocate anymore. The person that promised to help me no longer works in the field anymore. I have a new clinician, and the thing that sucks is I've noticed that some of the past clinicians that I've had, they either had the same supervisor or assigned a different one. I don't know anything about this new clinician. I just threw everything at them day one. And now they said they were going to reach out to their supervisor, and I'd find out if they can help me or not. Fingers crossed on that, because if they can't, there are some plans, but I literally don't want to go through the process of having to relive it all over again. It's already driving me crazy that I have to relive it. And that's what happens when you get a new clinician. You have to relive it while explaining it to them, and hope to goodness they're able to help, depending on what their supervisor says. So I hope this supervisor says they can, because if they can't, I'm back to square one, and probably going to be seeking another program / clinician. Because in the past I have been told that they can help me, but now it's gotten to the point where it's like I won't be comfortable till I know. I would seek the help here in my building, but lately I don't fully trust that service anymore, because I don't want to be like, very last minute they can't help. Very last minute something happens. And that's what I've heard been happening with past people who've had similar situations. So I can't trust what help we have here because it's not genuine. My trust with people who say they can help is getting very, very limited. Like, my trust issues with that type of sources, professional sources I should say, has been hesitant. It's getting hesitant, so bear with me. So that's what I have to deal with today. Fingers crossed, literally double the fingers crossed. Whatever good magic vibes you can send me, that would be great, because I need it. I literally need it, because I don't know what the outcome is. I mean, who knows? The person that I got a protection order that I have a protection order against could be watching this video right now. He could be enjoying me suffering. But like, I'll go into the full story of it later on. Until then, let's dabble in some makeup. And I apologize, it's already been 6 minutes and I haven't even put an ounce of makeup on while chatting with you guys. So, let's see. I think we're going to go, I took out my purple plaid. I think we're going to go with green and purple today. So, but yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. It's chaos. It's pure chaos. And do I like chaos? No, I don't. Now here's the fun part that I want to say. This person who couldn't keep a secret and caused a truckload of mass chaos. I'm not talking about it anymore. It's stressing me out. All I can say is just, you guys, wish me luck. Wish me luck today. There is black on this brush, so I'm just going to take my finger and do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to be coloring it in with black, possibly black. Well, no, I'm not going to do black in it. It does have a little bit of highlight in it, so we will have to put a little bit of black highlight in. Or maybe we can smooth it out. Oh, well, we'll figure out something. Oh, as you can see, now I'm getting frazzled. And when I get frazzled, things can be crazy. The worst part about being frazzled, you guys, is if, like, multiple of things. Like, let's say, like yesterday, I was very frazzled. It's like I was planning to run my errands. My friend Star Raven. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was Monday. So my friend Star Raven, she did. Subscribe to her channel, by the way, if you haven't. Really awesome person. Good at makeup. She has a second channel called Goth. I hope I have it saying it right. Gothic Eternity Dungeon, I think. But yeah, she has 2 channels, so please check her out. Gothic Eternity, Star Raven Gothic Eternity, and then you got Star Raven Gothic Eternity Dungeon. So yeah, but anyway, I digress. So anyway, I wanted to watch their live stream because they stream Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Fortunately, I can't watch the Wednesday stream today. I can't participate in the live stream today on Wednesday because my appointment clashes with the time when they do their stream. But see, I wanted to watch their stream, but I had some errands that morning. And I scheduled what time I was going to do my errands. By the time I got my errands, I could relax, have a nice cup of coffee, have a little bit of lunch if I wanted to, maybe a little bit of a nap. Nope. Drama happened. Mass drama. And it took up most of my time. So literally, by the time I got home, I had to prepare lunch, and I couldn't relax, didn't have my coffee, but I was able to see, I was able to catch the live, but I wasn't 100% in synced, for lack of a better word. When that happens, I just... So I hope that does not happen again. Because it's like when you're trying, and plus, my phone didn't get charged. I needed to charge my phone, but people were texting me nonstop that day. So finally, I just had to shut my phone off, ignore everybody, so I could get stuff done. I had to get stuff done. It was like, it was stuff that needed to get done that day. But I got to see the stream, and then my other friend, Aodi, aka Awkwardly Gothy, they were participating in a stream. Essence of the Moon is the name of the channel, so I got to watch that a little bit later afterwards, and by then I was relaxed, I was calmed down, the frazzleness was over. Alright, we got a little bit of the black highlight in there, so we use the same brush just to get some of that black highlight in. Now we're going to finish it off with off finger. But yeah, I got to watch it. It was... Oh my gosh, so if Essence of the Moon is watching this, oh my god, or if Awkwardly Gothy, you're watching this, oh my gosh, that stream on Essence of the Moon channel, there was a lot of stuff I could relate to. Like, I was commenting, not as much. I was mainly listening, because I was also working on a project and I was listening, but there were some things that I did comment in. And one of the things that really caught my attention was, like, when there was the stuff about the AI intelligence, I guess you could say our artificial intelligence. You'll ask it a question, and depending on how, I can't think of the word right now, but depending on how you work with it, it literally will know you. It will literally know you. And it becomes a life of its own. But the main thing that was really was like literally got me was the part where it's like, you don't have to use magic for something to happen. It's like, and some of the examples that I heard last night, I can relate. Like, there'd be a person that, I'm not going to say who, but there was a person in my life who was really causing me trouble. Like, we're talking about seriously trouble. And they were, I hadn't seen them in person, but they were still going around, smear campaigns, all this stuff towards me, and I'm not even in the same state as them, but I keep hearing what they're saying about me, and it hurts. It hurts, and it's like, and they're laughing, they're making jokes. Like, one of them, that person also found my Facebook channel, which is one of the reasons why I do not connect to Facebook anymore. But I have a Facebook account, but I don't use it. But it's so sad that it's like they see bits, but they can't access the full bit, so it pops into their head what the whole thing is, and then they go around and they tell that shit, and they don't know it's the actual shit, and they make people believe that shit. And it's those type of people you wish karma would come and get them. You wish it would, literally. And this person has been tormented. They are related. Sad part is they are related. And this person was literally, I just found out that they've just been on this campaign against me for 11 to 12 years. Which shows you how boring their life must be if they need to have a campaign against me for that long. But it's like, over the time, it's like when you find out, you're like, seriously, you're wishing something ill towards them. You're wishing that karma would come and bite them. And then, I want to say, just last year, I heard news that they've been having a bad year. They've been having a bad year. Some people cut them off, And then that was when I started finding out that they started trying to reach out to me. But I didn't answer, so to reach out for me, they went through my sister. And that's when I learned everything. So, it happens. It happens. So it's like, I can relate to that. It's like, when you wish, even though you're not, doing any magic or anything, or you're not into magic, it's like, the more you think about it, the more you think about, like, somebody, wishing karma on somebody, it's like hoping karma comes to them. It's like, it's that intent. It's that, eventually it will trigger. It took years for it to have an effect. But it's like, I guess when you think long enough, and it just, when you get to that peak where you're just so angry, it happens. So it's like, yeah, it was an eye-opener. That live on Essence of the Moon that night was an eye-opener. And I'm glad that I was able to sit down and listen in. But yeah, so yeah, that literally was relatable. But yeah, anyway, let's see, what are we gonna do next with our eye makeup? Let's see, where's our eyeliner? We're already 60. This is gonna be a 30-minute video, you guys. No joke, this is gonna be a 30-minute video. I already predict it. But that's what happens when I go on a rant. I start the rant without any makeup because I know if I do the makeup, it's going to look like crap. But I am excited this Friday. This Friday is, I believe, the Friday Empire Party. So I do have an idea for a costume planned. We are going to be doing a sewing stuff on the same day, but I'll be able to I'll be able to at least attend the party because everything's happening on the screen. So yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. And plus, I'll get to show off. I don't know if you guys seen the new video, but Mr. Critic Critique got his new coat. So he has his full suit fixed. He has his full suit together. And I did a short video about the Critic Critique and Mr. Fancy Man costumes, showing you how the twins, the different looks of the twins, like, while one's dark and subdued and slightly unhinged, the other one is very flamboyant, very unhinged, very happy, very colorful, while the other one is very dark and neutral. I bet you an imaginary $10 bill that somebody's going to ask me if I'm the Joker this month when I go out today. I will admit, you guys, it's so strange that there's people out there that's like, are you the Joker? Are you the Joker? This doesn't even look like Joker makeup right now. Oh my god. Okay, let's smoke it out a bit. Okay. But wish me luck. Thursday is going to be very intense. But I am looking forward to Friday. I just seriously hope there's no drama. Like I said, I am dreading going to see my clinician today because I don't know. I seriously don't know. I'm dreading what the answer is going to be. I'm literally dreading. I will continue to dread. I just hope I get that relief, that relief sensation in a positive way. I do not want to be like, alright, I'm relieved that I got my answer, but I'm still intent. I'm still tensed up because it wasn't the answer that I was hoping for. I'm hoping it's the answer I'm hoping for, and I have that relief where I know I'm going to be safe. Because I know if it's the answer that I'm not going for. It's like, it's immediate, back to square one. Immediate, back to square one. Okay. I think we're going to go with clown mouth today. Alright, we got our guideline. Now let's do our mouth. What should I name this video? I'm thinking about calling it Get Ready and Ramble. I think that Goth gets ready and rambles. Alright. What else should we do? It's 11:51. It's already 23 minutes. I think we'll leave it like this. It's simple. So give me a minute. I'm going to grab my outfit and I'll show you the look. Okay, just painted my nails. I looked at them and I realized they're gruggly, so I painted them so they're very fresh. But here is the full look. I can't really think of anything else to add to it. I feel like I want to do something here, but I can't think of anything, so I'm going to leave it here. I don't want, because if I try, because like I said, this was by ear. I only had an idea for what the color theme for the eyes, but nothing else. So yeah, so we're gonna leave it there. It's almost 25 minutes in this video. Please like, subscribe, and again, I apologize for the rambling in the beginning. I hope you guys that are watching were still here even after that. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.